Here's how to build a Notion task dashboard in only 7 minutes. If you're a beginner in Notion, you don't want to overcomplicate your setup. Things will break, it will become confusing, and you won't actually use it. We need 3 things. We need your tasks, we need your calendar, and we need your projects. These are the main players in a productive workspace. So let's jump into it. This here is going to be your dashboard. So everything will sit on this one page. You don't want one app for projects, one app for tasks, and one app for your calendar. We'll have everything in here. So what we'll do is start with creating a new database by doing /data and clicking here on table view. Now this here will be your task list. So we're going to rename the name here to task, and we are going to click on the plus icon here, which means to add a column. And this here will be a checkbox. So I'll click on that, and here we'll just do a spacebar. That way it doesn't actually have to say checkbox. We understand what that means. And I'll drag that here to the side. Now that's all we need in the task list so far. The next thing that we need is a calendar. So what I'll do is write /calendar, and then I'll click here on link to existing database. By the way, if you want to build an incredible Notion dashboard from scratch with everything that you need in it, then check out my Notion course. It is linked below. I've also got a bundle offer that includes my premium Notion template. All right, let's get back to it. And I'll find the database that I just created. So I'll click here on task list. And as you can see, it now says task list up here with this little arrow. This little arrow here just means that this is the original and this here is connecting / speaking to / collecting information from this one here. Now, because these two are the same database, if I add anything to this, it will affect this one here. So as you can see, automatically this date property got created. That's because, again, these are the same database, and for a calendar to work, you obviously need a date property. So if I just write here task 1 and add today's date here, what you're going to see when we scroll up is task 1 sitting here automatically. So your task list is now connected to your calendar. So let's work on this calendar view quickly. What I'll do is click on these 3 dots here. I'll click on layout, and here where it says show database title, I will just hide that. In this view, I just want to see my entire month as a broad overview. But what I'll do is right click on calendar view and do rename. I'll call this month, and then I'll right click again and do duplicate. And this here will be the week. So now we only want to see the week in this view here. If you're completely new to Notion, views here are the same information, but we're just using things like filters, sorting, automations, layout changes, and property changes, which means we'll view the data differently, even though it is the same data. So I'll click here on layout, and here where it says show calendar as month, I will change that to week. Now for the week view, I want to know if I've actually completed the task. So I'll click on the 3 dots here, I'll click on properties, and here I can see the checkbox, and I'll just click on the eyeball icon. That just means now I can see if it's been done or not. And if I tick that in here, it gets updated here as you can see. And if I untick this here, it gets unticked here. These two are speaking to each other. So now we have our calendar and we have our task list. The last thing that we need is a gallery for our projects. So what I'll do is write /gallery, and then I'll click on gallery view. This will be a new database, and I will call this project. I'll just write here project 1. Now, as you can see, the project takes up quite a lot of space. So what I'm going to do is click on the 3 dots, and here, instead of having card sizes as medium, I'll make it small. And instead of having the card preview with the page content, I'll just say none. So here all my projects will show up. Now what I want to do is when I work in my task list, I want to ensure I'm working on tasks that relate to a specific project. And then I want to be able to see all of the relevant tasks in this project here. So what I'll do is click on the plus here, and we are going to add a new property / add a new column. And we are going to use this thing called a relation property. Now these sound kind of scary, but they're not that difficult. So you'll search for the project's database, and I can see that here. So I'll click on that. And here what I'll say is no limit, and we'll have this as a 2-way relation. And I'll click on add relation. So now if I click here on project, I should see project 1 and project 2, which are coming from here. So I'll click on project 1, for example. Now, if I click on project 1 here, you can see task 1 is sitting right here. Now what I can do here is delete this created property for the projects. We probably don't need that. And we'll keep this tags property. But in case you're not seeing that, what I'll do is just create a new property and click on select here. And this here will be the tag. And what you'll do is add one called finished. And of course, if we want to change the label of this, then we'll just click on the three dots here and change this to green because that makes sense. So now when I click away, I want to be able to know if I've finished project 1 here. So what I'll do is click on the three dots, I'll click on properties, and here where it says the tag, I will click to show that. So now I can see here that the project 1 has been finished. Now the problem is I'm going to end up having a very long list here of projects, some that are finished and some that are not finished. And that's going to become a bit confusing. So what I'll do is click on the three dots here and we'll use this thing called group. So I'll click on group here, and basically what it's saying here is, how do you want to separate these? So I want to separate these from the tasks that are finished and the ones that are not finished. So I will click on tag. So right now it's going to separate it from the finished and the unfinished ones. And as these are toggles, you can open and close these as you want. But we haven't done that with the task list here, and that is the last step in this dashboard here. So what we have to do, let's just add another task. Task 2, let's say that this is related to project 2. And let's say that I have to do this today. So as you see, task 2 appears up here. If I click on project 2, task 2 appears here. What I want to do is separate these so I'm only seeing the tasks that I haven't finished. Because if I complete task 1 here, I don't want to see all of the stuff I've completed. So what we're going to do is rename table here, click on rename, and this will be incomplete. Then what we'll do is duplicate this view. So this database view here, we're going to duplicate that. And this here will be the complete. Now what happens when you duplicate a view here is you actually duplicate the filter setting. So as you can see, we're still only seeing the incomplete ones under the complete tab. So we need to change that by clicking on the filter and clicking on unchecked here and changing that to checked. This here is the perfect Notion setup for beginners. If you are ready to take the next step, then check out my premium Notion template. It's got over 2,500 users and a 5-star rating. It's got the projects, calendar, and task list, but it's been infused with the best productivity methods out there. If you want to see the full tour, then click on this video here. Thanks for watching.